cocoa. Welcome back to another Leverloo video. In today's video, we are going to make your decision making this holiday season a little easier. Christmas is a time of tough decisions. Gift giving is hard. There's too many options, and that is exceptionally true when it comes to hot chocolate. Now you may be thinking hot chocolate, there's normal, maybe a mint, maybe a pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
You have not opened your eyes to the plethora of hot chocolate flavors that are available. I'm talking salted caramel, raspberry, cinnamon, mint, mocha, peppermint, anything you can think of. So today we will be running through the entire Land O'Lakes hot chocolate flavors catalog and ranking them all so you guys know which flavor is worth picking up. We will be running through all of these flavors today for your amusement, entertainment, and education. So let's get into it. Okay, we have prepared all of the cocos. You have no idea how hard it was, but behind each one of these flavors is a shot glass with the cocoa in it and hot water freshly boiled. The way we're gonna do this is the standard tier list format. The way we're gonna do this is the standard tier list format that the entire internet knows and loves. So it'll be S, A, B, C, D, and F. If it's S tier, stop the video, run out to your local Land O'Lakes distributor and purchase some. If it's F tier,
don't buy it ever.
don't ever. It is toxic.
Unless you have a friend that you secretly really dislike, then give it to them. Purchase it for them.
That is the only use for F tier. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're gonna start on this side with salted caramel and chocolate cocoa mix.
We have another just normal caramel too here in the mix, so we'll see which one out caramels the other, you know?
Yeah, we'll see.
Or see if they taste the exact gosh darn same. What we're gonna do here is he's gonna try some and then I'm gonna try some because we don't have more than 12 shot glasses. You really have to bear with us here.
It smells like caramel. I'm not really getting chocolate.
Yeah, it does smell salted. It smells more salted than the other caramel for sure. Wait, I don't know the other caramel smell.
You're gonna get some really nice ASMR here, me slurping.
Is it too hot? Is it hot?
It's warm. I think it's good enough if you slurp a little bit.
Okay, so salted caramel. It does smell very salted. I will give him that. Like right now, I'm salted.
I think we messed up the ratio. It's very watery. But we can still taste it, you know, because water doesn't have a taste.
It does.
What do you think?
That's a debate for a whole other day though. Yeah, I can taste it very salted and very caramelly. Like, I think it did what it was set out to do. But
I think it's pretty good. I think it's fine. What do you rate it out of the tier list?
I'd probably rank it like a C. It's like, it's good, but like, I'm not, like, I don't know if I would like go to that, you know? Like, that wouldn't be my like, ooh, I need that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, needed.
I think to be a B, you have to be at least as good as normal hot cocoa.
Yeah.
And then A is like, that's better.
That's a good way to
So I think
about
this
it.
is a C. I would agree. This is a C tier cocoa. Next up we have you're supposed to do it with me.
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut and chocolate cocoa mix.
And it's hazelnut with chocolate in a cocoa mix.
So hazelnut is a flavoring of Nutella. So I have somewhat high hopes for this, right?
We do like Nutella. You're here in Europe. We're European, JK. But here in Europe, everybody loves Nutella. They would put it in their bodies for every occasion.
Right off the bat, I've got to say, this one is better than the salted caramel, I think.
Right off the bat, I have to say, I have a confession to make. I've already had one of these. Already had one of the hazelnuts.
Okay, well, I didn't know that we had a cheater amongst us.
It's very good.
Yeah, it is very good.
I would say B tier, because it is very hazelnutty, but sometimes you don't quite want just a lot of hazelnut. It's delicious. It's exactly what it sets out to be, which I'm thinking all of these are going to do.
Yeah, I agree that is a B tier and is ranked higher than the salted caramel.
It is. Like, I would prefer to drink that than the salted caramel. I guess that's exactly what we've just said, but I'm going to say that in more layman's terms, so.
Next up, we have
caramel. Right off the bat, we get the battle of the caramels.
So the only difference is this one doesn't have salt in it. Okay, Land O'Lakes, you really stretched yourself in there.
How many, you try and coming up with some flavors. I feel for their executives. Oh, another very important to note is that each one of these has calorie count of 140. So
yeah, they're
none of
all
them are
140
differing.
across the board, which is interesting.
So if you're counting calories, don't even worry. Just pick one. Another confession here. I've already had this one as well. I had this one when I was just alone home one night.
Thoughts?
And
I think
it's delicious.
basically indistinguishable from the salted caramel. Maybe a tiny bit better.
I think a tiny bit better as well.
Yeah.
I think I would put that one as B also.
Yeah, I'd also give that a B tier. I think that's pretty good. That's fine.
Something I've noted to myself when I had both of these two, respectively, because I'm a cheater, is because, I thought that the caramel was better than the hazelnut on like replayability basically when it comes to the cocos, because hazelnut can be a bit intense and be a bit in your face, and sometimes you don't quite want that all the time.
But both B tier.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up we have Irish cream and chocolate cocoa mix.
Irish creme, depending on if you're really annoying.
Yeah, Irish creme. Irish creme.
I'm pumped for this one. What is Irish cream?
You're about to find out.
So this isn't alcoholic though, but that is an alcoholic thing. Like that's like Bailey's, right? Oh, it smells alcoholic right off the bat, but it's not. So I'm a little bit thrown here.
I think it's pretty good. It basically tastes like hot cocoa that you left like Cool Whip in.
Oh my god.
You don't like it?
Oh my god. Does it have alcohol in it? It tastes alcoholic. Like it's so gross.
Okay, so if you are used to the taste of alcohol and you taste this, you'll probably find it pretty pleasant. But if you're not and you taste it, you'll probably go, yeah, gross.
You'll probably have a reaction similar to mine.
Similar, if not identical. So what are your thoughts on that one?
Gross.
Like F tier
like
gross?
F tier for me.
F tier gross?
I literally thought that was gross.
I was gonna rate it a C, but if she thinks it's F, then we'll go D. We'll call it a D.
Split ski in the
so
middle
maybe
there.
don't buy that one.
Maybe unless you just don't care about our opinions. Like honestly, you could just watch this and be like, I really want to try that now, which is totally fine.
Ooh.
This one's interesting.
Amaretto and chocolate cocoa mix. On the cover we have almonds and cherries, so this one should be pretty good.
Amaretto, I will say, when I was drinking, so I wasn't like an alcoholic, but when I did drink, I loved amaretto. So I have high hopes for this one because amaretto is a very lovely tasting liquor.
Thoughts?
These ratios are really throwing me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was really hard to use a quarter teaspoon in these tiny little glasses and then pour the water, and there's cocoa powder all over this table. Hopefully you can't see that, but...
We're doing lines of cocoa powder later.
What do you think?
I don't love it.
I'd call it a C. I think it's fine. It had a lot of potential, but I don't know.
I'd probably call it a D. Here's the thing, is like, they didn't need to include the cherries. I don't know, it just feels a little unnecessary.
Yeah, just an almond probably would have been better.
Almond would have been delicious, honestly.
Cherry,
I would have absolutely loved that.
Yeah, I'll give that a C with you, I think. We'll call that a C. Okay, next up, we have butterscotch, which I am very excited for. I am a big fan of ice cream, and one of my favorite toppings is that liquid butterscotch syrup that you can put on ice cream. I think it is delicious.
I knew a girl once, and
Me too.
she was like diabetic, which is totally fine. You're allowed to be diabetic if you want to be. But she would always have to go to like the main office for like her diabetes stuff, and she would bring back butterscotch for me, and I loved it. I loved the butterscotch.
Shout out to the butterscotch girl. If you're watching this video, we love you.
All right. Oh, it smells so much better than the other ones already immediately. I think we got the ratio a little better on this one.
Maybe.
That is delightful.
Very pleasant.
That is so delightful.
I'm sure it is a flavor that would overstay its welcome after a huge glass, but like, it's very pleasant. It's very pleasant.
I'd give that like an A, honestly. I think it's like our first A.
Yeah, I think
very unique.
I think the butterscotch is definitely our first A.
That's delicious.
Yeah,
That's
very
honestly
good.
Just so good. It tastes
It's
like
not-
butterscotch.
Yeah.
You have like the little hints, but it's not overwhelming, I don't think. But like, you probably wouldn't want more than 1 cup of this.
Don't sprint to the store, but maybe jog. Maybe jog a little bit.
I don't know where that was going. Okay.
Next up, S'mores.
What? No way.
Or
I didn't even look at these.
s'mores.
But s'mores.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay.
That looks like the picture there. It looks delicious right off the bat. Do you see that tasting note?
Aerate it a bit.
It smells so good, first of all. It smells so good. It smells really good. Oh. Oh?
One other sip.
Why is it?
Here's my thoughts. They have chocolate, very good. It's hot cocoa. They have a bit of the marshmallow, very good. The aftertaste seems overwhelmingly graham crackery.
I'm getting cinnamon. Like, am I off my rocker here? I feel like it tastes like cinnamon a lot.
Maybe
which
a
is
teeny
awkward
tiny
because
bit.
we have cinnamon over here. So
Yeah. I think it's the synthetic graham cracker taste.
maybe, I don't know. I want to like that one, but it's throwing me for a loop.
Yeah.
Like twice and a half.
I'd give that one B. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I would too, because
Yeah.
it's still, like, even if it is a little bit cinnamony, that's not a bad thing necessarily.
A little surprised, but I'd
This
give that
one
one a
is-
B. That one's okay. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, interesting, somewhat pleasant.
I would say this one is probably the least, like, true to its word, as from all the ones that we've tried so
Yeah.
far. All the ones, like, taste what they taste like.
Yeah,
You know what?
if we were guessing what flavors these were, well, this I would have just guessed like cream, not Irish cream. But I mean, but this, like, there's no way I'd guess s'mores.
I wouldn't have guessed that even in my wildest dreams.
Why are you dreaming up? Oh, next we have French vanilla.
French vanilla.
One of my favorite flavors. Confession time, I have tried this flavor before, but I have short-term memory loss. So we'll see what it tastes like.
Also, if you're, like, really worried about, like, oh, well, some of them are glass, some of them are not glass, I can't see what the color is, like, they're all the same color.
They're all
so, like,
the exact
maybe
same
shut Okay, let's try this one. I have not amazing opinions about this one.
I have pretty good opinions about this one. I think it's fine. I would give this one a B. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I've always been
Please do.
I've always been a mad
You've always been crazy.
non-proponent of mixing chocolate and vanilla because I just don't think that they belong together personally. I know that it's a combination that people marry over and over again, but I just don't think that they work together as well as everyone wants them to.
That's fair. I'm a more vanilla fan and you're a more chocolate fan. I think we both pretend, or prefer rather, that they stay segregated.
Yeah. Keep them segregated.
Oh, what are we rating that one?
I would rate that like a D.
A D, so we'll call it even Stevens at C.
C. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Next up, mint. Just
Ooh.
straight up mint. Mint is a pretty solid flavor.
You like don't have to be fancy sometimes to get it good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not try just where the powder is up on the top. As
There's just
lovely
a line
as
of
that
powder
would be.
along the top.
Oh my god, it smells so good. I'm saying that about like all of these, but
I don't want to tell you my opinion until you've had yours yet. I don't want to influence.
oh
This
my
is
god!
by far the best flavor
It's
that we've
so
tried so far. But it's
good.
kind of cheating because it's like not a, you didn't come up with that Lando Lakes,
It's so good.
a farmer-owned brand of premium quality cocoa classics. Like, you didn't come up with mint, so it's not fair. It is really, really, really good.
Pause just a second. All of these are cut this way except for Irish cream. What happened there?
Oh, I don't know.
You're gonna give the people with OCD an absolute aneurysm.
It's amazing that I cut them all that consistently, except that one. That's weird.
I was like, wait,
I don't know
hold
why I
on.
did that.
This
Weird.
is delicious though. Honestly,
Here's my thing. If this was a crazy flavor, I'd give it an S tier. It's so good. But I can't, because if you're gonna sprint to the store for a peppermint flavored cocoa, you get any. Like, there's multiple options.
Absolutely no.
Gotta get no.
Let me talk really quick. So, sure, maybe it's not the most inventive or creative flavor out there. Maybe not. That doesn't matter though. At the end of the day, if it's good, it's good. You know, like cookies and cream ice cream. It's a bop. It's an absolute bop. A tier, S tier, everything. You know, even though it's basic.
What does that have to do with this? We don't have cookies and cream.
What I'm saying is that although this is basic and it's not creative, it's not innovative. I mean, obviously, like someone invented cookies and cream, but that's not new anymore.
Right.
It's still an S tier ice cream. Like this is still an S tier hot cocoa.
I was gonna put it at A. She's gonna put it at S. She's more passionate about this particular subject matter, so we'll follow hers. We have our first S tier, ladies and gentlemen, and it is Land O'Lakes Mint.
You gotta respect the classics.
Get it now. Get it while it's hot.
Get it now, get it proud.
Next we have, raspberry.
Confession time, we have not tried this one yet.
We have not tried this one. I'm a little nervous for this one.
I've been nervous about this one too, honestly.
I like chocolate covered fruit.
I have a big problem with chocolate and fruit mixing because fruit is good enough on its own and chocolate is good enough on its own. They don't need to be mixed because especially, I'm just gonna go off for a second here, because fruit can be a little bit watery. Like take your run-of-the-mill strawberries and then you put it with chocolate. You don't want watery chocolate, and that's what it always ends up being at the end of the day. And that's not what you want.
This is y'all's first time hearing that. It is not mine.
Okay, wow, it smells like raspberry. It smells so synthetic.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like
that's not like
no fruit was ground up and then
that
put
smells
into
like
this.
blue raspberry. Like you know how like you smell something that's either like
yeah.
raspberry, it's blue raspberry. That's blue raspberry.
Just no explanation. What letter is it?
D.
I was gonna say C. It's not great. I don't know if I've. Yeah, that's pretty. We'll go D on that one, which is very unfortunate. I love raspberry, right? But raspberry and hot chocolate, maybe not the best idea.
I would have thought strawberry before a raspberry hot cocoa.
Yeah. All right, next we have chocolate cocoa mix snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle.
So I don't know what you know about snickerdoodles. I think they're pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think I have them very often, honestly. Like that's not what most people bring to the potluck when it comes to holiday time.
I do like snickerdoodles though.
I think they're decent, yeah. I don't think that they're the cookie I reach for the most in a holiday classic bundle.
That's fair.
But they are very classic and good. Oh, it smells like snickerdoodle, but then again, that's just kind of like cinnamon.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, isn't the stuff you put on top of snickerdoodle, isn't that mostly like a cinnamon sugar? So wouldn't it just be like cinnamon light?
That's so good.
Yeah, this one isn't bad, honestly.
That's really delightful, honestly. That one's a little bit like butterscotch in that it's a lot. Like you wouldn't want like a bunch of it, but it is delicious for what it is.
I think it's a B though. Do you think it's an A?
It's a B. I think it might be an A. For
Maybe like
me
a high B,
personally,
low A.
yeah.
I'll agree with that. I'll give you an A.
Okay.
We'll go A on that one.
I got an A, guys.
All right, not last, but maybe the most frightening, we have cinnamon. Just straight up cinnamon. Now I know some people like to mix cinnamon liqueurs, be it Goldenschlager or Fireball or whatever, into hot chocolate. I've heard of that before, but I don't know. I'm not about that. I'm not a big cinnamon fan.
So right off the bat, I'm getting more of a red hot type of cinnamon than the snickerdoodle cinnamon, which is exactly what I expected. I'm excited to try it though.
You going in for round two? Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not good, and it definitely has that like red tamale, like it's not.
It's pretty toned down for what you would expect, honestly.
Yeah.
Which like I feel a bit sad for cinnamon lovers out there because I'm sure that there's someone that like really loves cinnamon and they got this expecting it to be like a cinnamon experience. And it's not that. It's just like a cinnamon like little like slip and slide. It's not.
I don't know why you would have that over the snickerdoodle. The snickerdoodle is just that, but less synthetic somehow, which is weird because snickerdoodle is like an like there's no way they put a cookie in there. But
this one's just a little bit lame. I'm gonna say. I think they should have gone all out for it if they were gonna do something.
I'd rather be disgusted and impressed than disappointed and underwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? D?
I'd say D, honestly. Yeah. It's just like it's not like terrible, like spit out terrible, but at the end of the day,
it's just disappointing.
They can't all be winners.
Yeah. So my camera just randomly messed up and stopped recording. So we reviewed all of the rest of them. You
didn't miss too many.
You only missed like a couple.
2.
Yeah. So the tier list will be on the screen now, so you can see the ones that we didn't get the footage of. But sorry. But The long and short of it is the mocha one was very good if you like coffee, but I don't really like coffee very much.
It was very coffeeful, but
and
that could be its detriment as well.
Yeah, and then the chocolate one, it's chocolate. Like, it was really good. It was like fudgy brownie-ish.
It was pretty delicious, honestly.
If you want to see more videos from us, they'll be linked at the top of the screen throughout this video, and I'll maybe link some below in the comments. Not the comments, the description.
Maybe.
Comment below which flavor is the most interesting to you. And
if you want, we can send you one of these packages. They're all like sealed up still.
Yeah, they've not been opened.
Send you one.
Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next Leverloo video.
Catch you later, skaters.